Hi lovely planner friends of mine, long time no talk. Hi guys, I miss you guys so much, but also at the same time I've been really enjoying getting back into my shop. It's always like, you know, there's this like rule of life where you can never have, like when you're in school, you can, and like if you work in a social life, you can never have all three. And essentially I'm trying to have like all of it. I'm trying to like plan, I'm trying to have a shop, I'm trying to have a job, and then I'm also trying to like do school. I can't have it all, unfortunately, but you guys, this is my anniversary week. It has been 5 years with my lovely now fiance, used to be a boyfriend, but 5 years with Chris, and surprise, Chris is gonna be in this plan with me with you all. He so graciously decided to, not really decided, I asked him would he be okay and would it be something he'd want to do, just because like we don't always have like the same hobbies. I mean, obviously he knows about my planning. Does he know how much I spend on stickers? No, and I'd like for it to stay that way. But anyways, it's, you know, really fun to like share something like you're passionate about with your significant other. I mean, we kind of both do this when it comes to like movies and like, you know, movies we love and like food we love and all that stuff. You want to share it with that person. So, I mean, Chris obviously knows, like, you know, I show him like my stickers I make or like my planner spreads or whatever sometimes, not all the time. And he does supportively watch my YouTube videos. So yeah, so I asked him to be a part of a Q&A with me, and I asked you guys to give us questions, and you did, and I had to like go search for those. But anyways, this is our anniversary week. I'm using, I think, called Our Song from ScribblePrintsCo, and I'm using this like, it's kind of like more like a hot gold. I think it might be light gold, I'm not sure, but I'm using this 15mm washi from Simply Gilded. The foil is also from ScribblePrintsCo, the kit is from ScribblePrintsCo, I don't know if I said that. The underlays, like the confetti bougie, is from Caress Press, and then like the little date in the top left corner is from Rose Colored Days. It's been a minute since I've like given you guys the rundown of like where stickers are from, but I just thought I'd go ahead and do that. And if you, I feel like you should know by now at this point in the video that, you know, you've clicked on it, you've seen how long this video is. If you haven't already, like, I mean, if you do plan to like, you know, like fast forward me, it's still gonna be like a good 40 minutes. So anyways, if you haven't already, like grab a snack, grab some wine or something, or coffee, or a soda or whatever, and, you know, just I hope you guys really enjoy this video and that, you know, you can see Chris's personality and like why I love him, and like, yeah, I'm not gonna be like all corny and cringy here in this video. I'm actually not like a super emotional person, so like in terms of like bearing my heart to people, this is a weird tangent, it's quite funny. I was talking to Chris about this the other day, and I was saying how like I don't let people in, and he was like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I don't let people in easily, so yeah. But I mean, I let you guys into my life, like you guys know so much about me from my plans and stuff. But yeah, let's get into the plan with me. Hi friends, finally back doing our anniversary plan with me, and I have a guest here with me.
Hi.
It is my lovely fiance, Chris.
That's me.
Yes. So we're gonna be doing like a small talk through portion. We don't really have that many questions, so I probably won't make Chris sit here the whole entire time. But he is gonna ask the questions that were given, like, I don't know, they were like almost like 2 years ago, and then some were from like, I don't know, a year ago. 2 years ago? Yeah, because like I had said like, oh, I'm gonna do like a questions and answers with Chris, and then we just never did it. So lying to your phone. I didn't mean to. So yeah, so this is gonna be like, I don't know if you guys are gonna enjoy this or not, but we're gonna do our best because I've never done a video besides like wax smells with Chris, so, and I also have more wax smells for Chris to smell. So anyways, putting this down like that, and I'm gonna be kind of like pulling stickers as I go and put them down, and Chris is going to ask the questions while I do the plans. And I might not be able to like, I don't know, do this properly because it is hard to like answer questions and plan at the same time. So we're gonna try. All right, go ahead, Chris. Start asking the questions.
All right. Oh, wow, this first one's jumping right into it. Do you want any kids? If so, how many?
Well, we do want kids. How many is always hard for people to answer before they have any kids at all. So, I mean, we want at least one.
Yeah.
And we want a lot of dog kids, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Let's say 5 dogs.
We're not actually gonna have 5 dogs.
2 or 3.
Christopher.
And I say the same thing for kids, probably 2 or 3.
Yeah.
Each one has their own dog companion to look after them.
Chris says no more than 3 kids.
Yeah,
no more.
I don't want more than 3.
He is one of 3. He's the youngest of 3, and I am an only, well, technically I'm the oldest of 3, but for a really long time, I grew up as an only child until I was 16, and then my dad had my sister, and then he had my brother with a different woman who's not my mom. And so yeah, so for a long time I was an only child, so I definitely do think like I want our kids to at least have one sibling, but obviously, you know, the exact number is not easy to pin down when you haven't had any kids yet, so. Oh
yeah, no idea what we're getting into, but
yeah.
I think 3 is a nice number, you know?
Yeah.
That way, if you get tired of one sibling, you have another one you can go bug.
Is that what you did?
Yeah, well, they got tired of me.
Oh my
I'm the youngest,
goodness.
you know?
Yeah,
Annoyed
you're
them.
the baby, so you're
annoying
annoying.
them.
Yeah.
But it's okay, because whenever I annoyed one of them, I could just go bug the other one.
There you have it.
Perfect dynamic.
And Chris is, he's only has brothers, and I really want a girl, but you're not supposed to say that. You're not supposed to, like, I mean, we'll love our child no matter what, but I don't know. I
mean, will we? Oh.
Yes. But just like I'm really close with my mom, and my mom is close with her mom, and my grandma was close with her mom, so we have like matriarchal vibes in my family, so that's also kind of why I really want to have a daughter. I mean, obviously I want girls, you know, girls are just awesome. I feel like so much like emphasis is put on like having sons and like carrying on the name and all that stuff, and I just think it's stupid. Yeah, Chris doesn't care about that, but I'm just saying, like,
I don't care.
Society does. Like,
I just want to have a kid.
Yeah. Well, you do say you want to have a daughter that's like gonna play games with you and do puzzles.
I don't care. If
you don't
want
care.
a daughter. If it's a daughter, I just want her to play games with me.
Yeah. So.
That's all.
Yeah, I definitely want a daughter though, for sure. So, and we've also talked about like it would be cool. Sorry if you can hear a dog. It'd be cool if we could have like twins, because Chris used to want to be a twin when he was younger.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't think either one of us have a history of having twins in our family. So, I mean, it would just have to be like, I don't know. It would have to probably be like fraternal twins for that to happen. We don't have any twins at all in our family though. All right, next question.
All right, next question is, what is your favorite thing to watch with each other?
Ooh, this is hard. This is a good question.
It is hard.
I mean, we have our classics. We really enjoy watching, I don't know, like, we watch, like, Marvel shows together. We watch, like, Brooklyn Nine-Nine together, which is one of our first shows we ever really got into together. And then, like, I don't know if it means, like, past or present, but we used to also really enjoy watching, like, New Girl together.
Yeah, New Girl was the big first one.
Yeah, we had already...
It was airing when we met.
Yeah, and we had already seen it by ourselves.
I don't think it had finished when we met, though.
Yeah, it hadn't finished, but I meant, like, a show that, like, we started together. It was, like, well, you had already seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but you got me into it. Yeah, so yeah, what about you?
Well, I know every day after work you love to watch your road rage videos.
Yeah, but is that something you like watching?
I do it for you.
If you guys don't know, I feel like I've talked about it on my channel. I do enjoy watching, quote-unquote, road rage videos, but it's not really just road rage. Sometimes it's just like people driving like idiots.
Dash cam videos.
Yeah, it's mostly like dash cam. It's actually called Dash Cam Lessons is the channel on YouTube, but it's essentially just like people who have dash cams and upload footage of like idiots on the road. I don't know why I enjoy it. It's just something about it that's interesting to me. So that was it.
Yeah, I mean, another one would be Good Place. I really like watching.
Oh yeah, we watched Good Place. Chris had already watched Good Place. He also had already, I was talking to him about this today, he had already watched Fargo, and he got me into Fargo. I mean, a lot of the shows I feel like I get into because Chris likes it. Now that I'm like listing them all off. I don't know, babes. What do you think?
Yeah, I think I have good taste in shows.
Yeah, I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying I have good taste in shows too.
I know you do.
Like, what's the tea? What's the shade?
You're always hesitant to watch a show that I want you to watch, but it's like every time you enjoy the shows.
Yeah, that's just what I do. That's just, you know, I'm like, I'm just cautious, like overly cautious, and I don't like change. I don't like new things, so that's also another thing.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah. Thanks, babe. All right.
I'm not gonna die it.
Hey.
All right. So next question is dream date ? Angel face emoji.
Stop. What? You don't have to say the emojis.
I think it gives context to the question.
Okay.
It's a very innocent question, I guess.
Sure.
Is that what that's trying to get across?
I don't think so. I just think it's how people type on Instagram. Chris doesn't do like most social media.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, so
like
that's
an old man.
Yeah, he really is. We're like
at heart. Like if you're talking about New Girl, I'm like Nick from New Girl.
Yeah. Not Nick from New Girl.
Except I do have a better credit score than 0. So
yeah, of course.
Dream date. Okay, we were kind of talking about this the other day. Well, not exactly the dream date, but like what we would like to do. Yeah,
that was just more like generic, but this is more like, I don't know, like I guess of like what we talked about the other day was more like every day versus like this is, we could do anything, I guess.
Alright, we're going really crazy.
We're going
crazy.
crazy.
Dream date. You know, overnight or private jet to Japan and then go to Tokyo Disney. There you go.
That's for you.
You love Disney.
I do love Disney.
That's for both of us.
I mean, I didn't say I don't love Disney. I'm just saying I don't know if I'd choose a private jet to Japan.
Alright, teleporter.
Teleporter?
I mean, how dream is this dream date? Does it have to be based on reality?
I don't know. That's up to our interpretation. We could do 2. We could do that and then...
Oh, it's okay. You go.
Okay. I don't know. Like, okay, so we already said, like, when we were doing our, like, couples questions book, like, a year about us thing that I got at the Amazon Prime store, we kind of already said, like, oh, well, we tend to enjoy, like, getting good food together and, what else? Just, like, doing a nice adventure. When we first started dating, like, I don't know, like, why did we have so much more free time? I guess because we didn't have, like, an apartment and bills and, like, a full-time job.
That would do it.
That would probably it.
That would do it.
But we used to have so much more free time, and we would go to, like, museums. Also, there wasn't, like, a pandemic. Like, I don't know if anyone else is suffering with this, but I sometimes, like, feel guilty, like, trying to do life. Because I don't want to seem like I don't care, but I definitely do miss, like, doing activities and stuff like that. But it's just about finding, like, the proper balance. But we used to do, like, going to the museum and, you know, finding new food places. And, like, unfortunately, while, like, a lot of our, like, we live close to Washington, D.C. We're, like, 45 minutes away from there. So, like, a lot of our, like, local, like, within 20-minute places did survive the pandemic. But a lot of places in D.C. did not. And that was, like, a lot of... like, there were places that we really enjoyed going, and, like, a place that was, like, our first date spot, like, true first date spot. So, you know, we were really upset when we found out, like, we tried to go, like, on our anniversary, I think last year, like, in 2021, and we tried to go because it was, like, you know, right around the same time that we had gone, like, 4 years prior for the first time, and, you know, not knowing that... that they had closed and, like, their business, like, they had a side, they call them, like, side street restaurants. They had one kind of close to where we lived, and we hadn't even ordered it the whole entire time, but both that and like the main place that we liked closed.
Rest in peace, Thai.
Yeah. Yeah, it was in Washington, D.C., in Georgetown. It was really good. They had amazing Thai tea boba. That's like one of the things I really miss a lot. But we do have like a new Thai place to us that's like, it's just like a chain, not really a chain, but where we live there's a lot of like quote unquote like sister restaurants that are they're like, how do I say, like they're
owned by the same people.
Yeah, like they're owned by the same people, but they're not like a national chain. It's not like Uno's or like
similar menus but not necessarily.
Yeah, so we have a lot of that. So we do have a new Thai place to us, and we like going there. I mean, it's pretty good. It's kind of expensive, but hey. So, and then another thing.
Tiki Thai.
Yeah, and
they charge $70 for their tiki mugs.
Yeah, I found it for $30 though. So, but I didn't order it yet. But anyways, so yeah, so we also would usually go to like Georgetown and do like Georgetown cupcake and stuff, and just like all types of new adventures. We used to go to the Cherry Blossoms a lot. We haven't gone in like 3 years. Cherry Blossoms was like our first date, official date. So yeah, we just used to do so much more fun stuff, and now it just sometimes feels like we're just stuck in like a routine. So I don't know, but that would be like a more practical date, like generic practical date. And then like I guess like a dream date, I don't really even know. I just like to chill. Like I don't even like to do crazy stuff. Like,
yeah, keep it low key.
Yeah, like I mean, obviously I'd love to go to Disney, but I won't say that's like a dream date. That's just more like a
dream date.
That's a dream day.
Well, is there a time limit on a date? That's the question.
I guess so.
Dream date, we could, we could rent out Disney. Just us.
Sure.
Don't have to deal with other people.
Sure, let's do it.
That would be the dream part of it.
Yeah, that's the dream part of it. Not actually gonna happen, but one can dream because it's a dream date. So yeah, besides flying to Japan on a private jet, what about you, Chris?
I like more realistic answer. Georgetown dates are fun. They were more fun when all of our places were there.
Yeah.
But Cherry Blossoms would be nice, but it's just always so crowded.
Yeah.
So maybe if we could get it where it wasn't that busy, go and walk around the Cherry Blossoms would be really nice. And then discovering a new food place. Love that.
The problem with like the Cherry Blossoms here is it's such a tourist attraction, and honestly, like I don't even understand why, because like our weather here in this region sucks because you cannot see the cherry blossoms. Like you have to be there on like the perfect day at the perfect time, otherwise they all just like blow away because we just get random rain showers and wind and storms, and then they're gone. You have to be like, it has to be like the perfect timing, and we haven't had that at all like within the last several years.
It's like the week that we're going to go, like just a few days before, every time it just rains and destroys all the petals.
Yeah.
We've just had really bad luck. Versus
like recently we watched this girl on YouTube who lives in Japan, and she was showing like the blossoms there, and it was just so pretty, and like just I wish I would go to Japan just for that. I mean, so one day, once we're done with school, we'll get there.
Alright, next question, and 2 people actually asked this one. It's favorite thing about the other person.
This is so cringe.
I'll go first then.
Okay.
My favorite thing is your passion and your drive.
Passion and drive.
Like with your shop, you're so passionate about designing everything and making sure everything's perfect and putting all the effort into it. You're very driven to make it happen.
I try.
You put in like 12 plus hour days on it.
Yeah.
Even on weeks when you have so much other stuff going on.
I do. But I don't see a point of like doing something half-assed. That's like one of my favorite quotes from Ron Swanson is like, don't half-ass 2 things, whole-ass one thing. And I even have like a mug that says that my friend gave me. So, yeah, I can be. I appreciate your compliment. Thank you. My favorite thing about Chris is that he's just naturally, like, he's an optimistic person, or more than I am, and he's more of a, like, see the good in people type of person, and I'm not like that at all. I'm like, I'm gonna assume the worst before I know all the details, and Chris is the complete opposite. He's like, I'm gonna assume the best before he knows all the details. He does not assume the worst about people, and that's really admirable, and I really admire that about Chris. And I don't know, Chris also, he is a very kind person to so many people, his friends, his family, whatever it may be, me. I don't really want to speak about just me though, but because it's, you know, it's one thing to do stuff nice for your partner and your family, but he always goes above and beyond for his friends, and I think that's admirable as well.
Yeah, I think the same thing to you know. Talking about it, runner-up answer is how giving you are with all your time and everything you do. Like, you'll drop a lot of stuff to make family happy.
Yeah.
Do stuff for them, make sure that they're okay.
Family over everything. That's what, like, it's FOE, I think is the acronym. Family over everything. Faux. What's the next question?
Alright, next question. This one might take me a second to get an answer, so I might need you to vamp for me. It's a favorite class you've taken in college.
Oh. I don't know. Okay, so I don't really like college. I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, that's why it's gonna take me a second to think of something.
Okay, like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I definitely enjoyed it a lot more when I was in my associates, just because, like, the vibes were different, and honestly, I think it's just, like, nostalgic for that time in my life because there were no responsibilities. So much more freedom. Like, I could just see friends whenever I wanted to, and, you know, I had more time to do homework without, like, stressing out and, like, staying up all night and all that stuff. So I just think it's also, like, a longing for that time period in general. But, I don't know, like, I've always, like, just generically in school, I've always enjoyed history a lot. And history's always been something I've been really good at, and I don't mean that as, like, a brag or, like, a humble brag or whatever, but one of my best friends in high school, they also went to, like, community college with me as well, and then also the same, like, 4-year university. And 4 years is in quotes because it's taking me longer than 4 years to get my degree. But they were, like, obsessed with kind of, like, trying to be better than me at it sounds messed up, but they were obsessed at
a friendly rivalry.
For them, like, it wasn't even a rivalry for me. I did not care. But yeah, they cared about, like, trying to beat me in history and stuff like that, and I really enjoyed history. I mean, where I live we live in Virginia. It's a very, like, historic area, and so we're just constantly, like, like, Chris didn't grow up in this area until he was in, like, middle school, but, like, from elementary school on, like, because of all of the history here, you're kind of beaten in the head with it, so, I kind of say it's kind of natural. I do think, like, I have good memory abilities, but then, like, because I could remember dates and, like, people's names and stuff like that, and my mom she would always just be, like, amazed, and I was like, it's probably that mixed with, like, it's just a natural thing for me. Like, once I actually do have a good memory, like, once again, not trying to brag, but, like, I have the type of memory that, like, if I drive somewhere, I can drive back, like, easily without GPS. Like, I just need to know, like, how to do something one time, and then just, like, it stays in my head forever. So when I was in college, getting back to the question, when I was at community college, I really enjoyed taking, like, an American history class, but it was more than just, like, the history I had been taught. It was kind of, like, talking about, you know, we were reading papers about, like, slave trades and stuff like that, and that was very far interesting to me because, you know, so many times people try to, like, sugarcoat stuff, and it was important to, like, learn, like, the actual stuff that was going on, and I feel like some people didn't like that, but I always enjoy those types of history classes. Like, why do I want to learn, like, sugar-coated history when I could learn the truth? So that was one of my favorite history classes in general, and then favorite class in my college career. I don't have any favorites at my current university. My current university, and Chris and I, we go to the same school. It definitely just feels like a lot of the time it's just a waste of time. And it's probably not good to have that outlook because it probably just makes us hate it even more, but I can't I can't change that. So what about you, Chris?
Thank you for vamping. I think I have a couple answers now. You gave me enough time to think. We went to the same kind of community college, so let's start there. That college, I think my favorite class was psychology. I found that was fun.
Which psychology did you take?
You want me to tell you the number? I don't know that.
No, I don't mean the specific one, but I took like logic, so that's... You didn't take
Were there
logic?
different types? I don't know. I just took the one that was required.
Oh, wait, no, I didn't take psychology. I took philosophy. Are you sure you're not talking about philosophy?
No, I took psychology.
Okay.
That was a fun class. Learning the ways that the brain works and the ways that habits work, and about different types of reinforcement and what works best for people in order to learn something. That was very interesting, and it kind of helped me with my struggles on focusing, because I have a really hard time with procrastinating, so that class actually helped me overwrite that part of myself and make me better at doing my stuff on time. So it was a very important class.
I should have taken that class.
I think if I hadn't taken that class, I would not be nearly as motivated to finish school as I am. I would probably be failing terribly in everything.
That's fair.
So that's it for the community college. For the one we're going to now, I've had two classes that I thought were really interesting. One was my Arabic literature class.
Oh yeah.
That one was fun. We read through Arabian Nights, and we had to kind of like recite stuff from it from memory, like, because the whole thing about that story is telling stories. So my professor made us, remember the stories and then recite them, and it was a fun experience.
Yeah.
And I think the other one was my first Python programming class, because for the final you had to do a project for that class, and everybody else did probably like a project that you could write up in 2 hours, but I was very extra, and I spent about 48 hours working on mine. I made a choose your own adventure kind of game where you make different choices and then it randomizes a roll, and then based off of items that you picked, it gives you a bonus to that roll, and that chooses whether you succeed or fail, and then each result takes you down a different tree, and it was just a bunch of writing complex stuff. But it was a lot of fun to make. That was probably my favorite class. And your phone locked, so let me get the questions back up.
It's like, what's going on?
Okay, next question. Go-to movie theater snack.
Okay, so we have Alamo Draft House, and that's our go-to theater at this point. I will, if I go to, a generic movie theater, and it's been, the only time I did was, with my best friend because she wanted to watch the new Scream movie, but before that, we had just mostly been going to the Alamo Draft House. So if I go to a generic movie theater, it's just icy popcorn. I love ices. Oh, they're so good. I don't know what it is. They're also to me, they're better than maybe it's the container Slurpees. They're in. Yeah, to me they're better than Slurpees because I don't think they get as chunky. When a Slurpee the dye starts to go and then it's just mostly the ice.
Yeah, I guess I haven't had ices that much. I did have a little icing machine when I was a kid. That was nice.
Yes, I've had a Snoopy snow cone machine when I was a kid.
But, I haven't had ices recently. I guess you can only really get those at the theaters.
No, you can also get them at Wawa, which is also why I like getting them. But I haven't had one in a really long time. I'm trying not to.
I lived by 7-Eleven growing up, so
well, we have a Wawa down the street.
I'm a Slurpee guy, okay? We have a 7-Eleven down the street.
We have both. I used to love Slurpees. Don't get me wrong. I won't
Bring
turn
your own
them.
Container day.
Yeah, we've done that. I won't turn them down. But definitely, I just notice a difference between
Oh sure, I'm sure.
Which one gets more when it's you've slurped all the liquid,
all the flavor out of it.
Yeah, all the flavor in the liquid,
left.
and it's just ice. Yeah, I definitely notice that more with Slurpees than I do
How do we get on this tangent? Theater snacks.
Okay, and then at Alamo, we used to before COVID came and like ruined everything, they used to have this like chocolate covered cherry like adult milkshake. You really couldn't even taste the alcohol in it. I love chocolate and cherries, anything most of the time, so I really loved that. I would get that before COVID came and like, you know, said screw you to me. And then usually I would get like, there they have these like, they have like real food menus, so they have like burgers and pizzas and stuff like that, and so I usually get the Royale with cheese, I think, because I think it's supposed to just be like a bacon burger, and then you say with cheese.
Quarter pounder.
Yeah,
it's from Pulp Fiction, based off of in Pulp Fiction, because then they say in Pulp Fiction that, you know, overseas they don't use pounds, so they call it a Royale with cheese.
Yeah, I really like that, and that's what I usually get. Mozzarella sticks as well. Like, you know, it's hard to say like a generic movie theater thing there, because like they have popcorn, but I don't ask for that anymore. It's too much food to eat.
Let's see, for me, I would say, you know, growing up, whenever I would go to the theaters, my go-to snacks would always be those chocolate covered cookie dough bites. I love those. And also Skittles. That's if we're buying in the theater. But more often than not, we would just go to the pharmacy across the street and buy bulk bags of candy and then smuggle those in. And it was whatever was on sale. That's what we would do. Usually big packs of Red Vines or Twizzlers. And then use those to drink the soda like the monsters we are.
What? This is something I've never done and I've never really heard of until I heard like it was like we were watching Watcher, and
yeah,
yesterday
did it with the cinnamon, the cinnamon stick, and that just reminded me that I used to do that when I was a kid.
I have never attempted to do that, so
it's a natural straw.
No,
I'm not saying it's a straw.
I'm not saying anything. Listen.
But yeah, Alamo, I love their milkshakes. Yeah,
we really enjoy their milkshakes, and then what else? They do like specialty menus and stuff like that. So we also enjoy doing that. Like for different movies, they'll have, you know, stuff themed to like the movie you're seeing. So that's fun too, and that can also like change what you order, because
and it's good for people like me who don't like to order the same thing.
Yeah,
I like to order a different thing every day because I'm fun like that.
It's fun, quote unquote.
No, I just want to try everything, because you know, you never know if you're missing out on something that you're gonna like a lot.
Sure.
That's my reasoning.
That's his reasoning.
But yeah, it's nice when they have those special menus.
I didn't even think about, like, when I was a kid, what did I like? I mean, my just go-to was always, like, a soda and popcorn. Like, Coke and popcorn. Like, cherry Coke. Oof, I love
Controversial opinion, I don't really care about movie theater popcorn.
I love movie theater popcorn. But it has to be, like, fresh and good with, like, butter. Has to have butter.
I mean, recently I was introduced to like putting M&Ms in a popcorn container and like shaking
it up.
That's pretty yummy.
Yeah. Wait, did I introduce you to that?
No, I saw that watching Mr. Robot.
Oh. Well, I've purchased it plenty of times, so just so you know.
Just so you
know.
But
I don't think we've ever actually ate it.
No, we just have those big containers and then we never eat them.
We're really bad. Like, we just put stuff in the pantry and then we just forget it was there, and then we just buy more stuff. Well, by we, I mean me. And then, you know, that's life. And then I just throw it all away when it goes bad. And I repeat the cycle. I'm gonna pause real quick because the camera is gonna, like, stop and then start again. So hold on. Alright. We're back.
Alright, let's go on to the next question here. If you could get a custom kit commissioned, what would the theme/colors be? It's a question mark, exclamation point, exclamation point. I hope I got that across properly for you.
Christopher.
You go first.
Yeah,
this is your area of expertise.
Chris, I don't think you have an answer for this. I don't know, a custom kit. I mean, okay, now that like we're engaged and we're having a wedding, it would for sure be like our wedding. I would definitely want that, for sure. Now that's like when we get to the questions that are like more geared towards that, because these are still the questions that are like really old, but people do like ask like, oh, what do you know your wedding date and all this stuff. Like, we have a date. Like, do we know anything else? No. So.
Have we done any work on preparing for it?
No.
Are we gonna maybe have to procrastinate a lot? Yeah.
No, we're not. We're not. We're gonna get it together. Like, I'll be taking a summer class this semester, and obviously have my shop and work and all that, but Chris might not take classes in the summer, so that will definitely, like...
I'm gonna be the wedding planner?
No. I just meant, like, we both, like, will have time. Like, because my class is only, like, for the first, like, 6 weeks, and then it's over, so we'll, like, I don't know when your class is supposed to be. I think it was supposed to be, like, the second part.
Yeah, it was
so if you do end up... If you do end up, like, we definitely need to get it going, because, like, I feel like so many people are having weddings right now because of COVID for, like, the last 2 years, but I don't know. So anyways, if I did have to have a custom kit, it would be our wedding. I don't know, I don't want to speak for Chris. I mean, I want a fall wedding. I think he's okay with it / doesn't really care.
As long as it's not too hot or too cold.
Yeah, so, and we want, like, natural / kind of rustic vibes. So yeah, I mean...
Pseudo-industrial.
Hints of industrial.
Hints of industrial.
Yeah, like brick. Like, Chris really likes exposed brick and stuff like that. But other than that, we don't have much more figured out in terms of that. So I would definitely want a custom kit for that. And then, like, a bachelorette Disney trip, because that's where I want my bachelorette to be, because why not? I just love Disney. That's just what it is. And then I guess that's for one kit, I'm giving you 3. Obviously, like, a honeymoon kit, like, that would be cute, because I feel like a lot of, Chris doesn't know this, but, like, a lot of travel kits are, like, specific to, like, one destination, or they're, like, extremely generic in terms of, like, travel. I'd also just like to see more, like, fashion guys in kits, and, like, less emphasis on heteronormative, or even fashion women, like, different non-heterosexual couples, for sure. Like, I feel like there's such a heteronormative, I don't want to be, like, a social justice person, whatever, but it's, like, so much heteronormative, like, in the planner community. Like, not everybody, like, we want kids, like, I'm heterosexual, but, like, not everybody has that or wants that, and so I kind of cringe whenever I cringe when I see a bunch of stuff that's, like, kits for kids and kids' birthdays and kids this and kids that, because not everybody can have kids and not everybody wants kids. So that's my rant. That's my tea. So yeah, I mean, Chris has seen kits. I don't know if I guess, like, I feel like he would say his dream kit would be, like, a Japan kit.
Sure.
For, like, going to Japan.
Japan, Tokyo, Kyoto, Fuji style kit.
Yeah, that would be really pretty.
Maybe cherry blossom season-y.
Yeah.
Maybe a video game kits.
Video games. There are video game kits, so at least there's that. And then there's also a food kit, you know, because we love food. It's called Foodie, and I do have that. So yeah, that's what I would want. Any other questions, Chris?
Oh yeah. Next question. When did you graduate from college?
You tell me.
What will your degree be for?
You tell me. When will?
Plus or minus 3 years. No, within the next year or 2, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Please. Somebody, please.
The thing is, like, we're in a highly competitive area, and then we're in a highly competitive school, and then we're also in a highly competitive degree program. So we're both information technology majors, and, like, I tell my mom this all the time, like, you know, she's like, oh, you're not gonna, you know, when do you know you're gonna graduate? I'm like, I don't know. Like, that's the thing, is, like, they only offer so many classes, especially the higher up you go. Like, there will really only be, like, you know, 100 level, 200 level classes. You could probably find, like, 10 to 20 courses of that, like, classes of that course. But for us, as you get closer to the top, when you're in the, like, 300 level, 400 level, there's really only one class per course. And you have to be, like, on it the day that the website opens to, like, register and, like, have your plan ready for when you when it's, like, time to register. So, like, tomorrow, for instance, is our time to register for fall classes. Yeah, and Chris after this probably has to go do his like registration research. Yeah, I already did mine, but you have to like know like everything you want to do and like have backup plans, and you can't have like any holds or anything like that. Like say you didn't pay your tuition yet, like you can't have that, otherwise you cannot register.
Does that count summer?
No.
Okay.
No, because summer didn't already happen. It's like if the semester already happened. So we're in the middle of spring semester right now, and summer semester is like literally like a month away at this point. So yeah, it's just such a competitive thing, especially being in IT and then going higher into, you know, your degree. It just gets harder and harder. And yeah, so we are trying to graduate. We want to be done, trust me.
Yeah, I don't know if we specify, but we'll be graduating right around the same time, within a semester of each other, probably.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Oop. This one's a blast from the past, so I'm going to try to answer it in the mindset that it's asked. Trends you hope we leave behind in 2020, planner and non-planner. Okay, let me go back to 2020, Chris.
Don't answer from there. Panic buying.
Hoarding toilet paper.
Oh my God.
That was an issue. Hoarding cleaning supplies. Just buying stuff because you think it's going to run out, so you buy a bunch of bulk of it. Scalping.
Yeah.
Scalping was real bad 2020. That was real bad. It's still bad. So we didn't quite leave it behind, but that's what I hoped for, and it did not happen.
Yeah, inflation. Inflation.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't want that.
The people filling up their containers and plastic bags with gasoline.
That was crazy.
Probably going to happen now again.
Whenever the prices drop again,
yeah.
Which I don't see that happening, to be honest.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm not an economics expert, but I mean, it's summer. It's just supply and demand. Like people are going to be doing like vacation like more often, so therefore it's not going to happen. But we can hope. We can dream. So yeah. 2020. Ooh, I can't really think that far back. I don't like to think about that year. What did I hope to leave in 2020 planner trend wise? I mean, you guys are gonna call me a hater, but I mean, I kind of still like it. I like to look at it, but I just wish like the attitude of it was just like, it is, be honest about it. Like everybody always calls like dainty planning, like it's so much more minimal, and I said it then and I'll say it now, it's not. Chris doesn't even probably know what I'm talking about, but
got him. Preach.
Preach. Like having florals and swirlies and twirlies and everything. Like I'm not saying this is minimal. Like that's the thing. It's like this is very maximalist. I am a maximalist, true and through. But yeah, that would be one thing. Like at least just like the attitude about it, like about it being like so much more, less work, and like so minimal. Like it reminds me of like, and no offense to my curly haired girls, but it reminds me of like when everybody told me like having curly hair is so much less maintenance than like keeping your hair straight as a woman of color, as a black girl. And it's not true at all, because I literally go to Target and I spend like $50 buying hair products, trying to keep my scalp hydrated, keep my hair hydrated, keep my curls hydrated, have curls, all of these things. Like trust me, it's not less maintenance at all to me. But that's what I think about that planner trend. And then I guess planner drama is the other thing. Leave that in the past. I'm tired of people's drama.
Okay, now how about non-planner stuff?
Non-planner stuff.
For 2020. What about for this year?
2022. Leave stuff behind. This year, I mean, it's not even the end of the year.
High oil prices.
High oil prices.
High
sure.
gas prices.
Yeah, gas prices.
Please, I want to fill up my car for less than $50.
We want a home eventually. High home prices.
Yeah, let's leave those behind.
Yeah,
please.
leave that behind. And then I guess like, I don't know, like you guys don't try to fight me, but I guess I would say just like, I don't know, people being extremely ridiculous on social media. Yeah, that just needs to stop. Like social media it needs to probably go away forever. Like we don't deserve it. That's my true thoughts. So yeah. Anyways, what's the next question?
Next question is cannoli digging at a moose. So I think we need to go to the next section.
Cannoli digging in a moose.
Just scroll through year's worth of pictures.
No, wait, you went through all of the already?
Those are from 2020.
Wow, okay. So go, where is it? Let me see. Okay, so let me go here. There you go.
Okay, okay. All right. So, next question. Who's the better cook? Okay, now China might fight me on this, but I'm gonna go ahead and say myself is the better cook. But I'm gonna justify this by or clarify saying China is the better baker.
I don't think you're a better cook than me.
Oh, you don't think I'm a better cook?
I would say we're both equally great cooks.
I think I'm slightly better cook, slightly, because you don't want to touch any of the proteins. So
I mean, I can still cook them. I just don't want to.
That's my answer.
Wow. Who wants to fight me, guys?
I guess we're gonna fight. So this is probably gonna be the last questions that we answer together because we are now breaking up.
Stop.
Thanks to your questions. Thank you, Shay, for that wonderful question. It's been good.
Stop.
Okay, next question. What do you argue about the most?
Since you wanted to go first last time, go first this time.
No, I went first last time.
No,
so it's your turn to go
ahead.
First. Honestly, what do we argue about the most? I mean, we do argue. You know, we're normal people, but I wouldn't say it's consistently
like one single thing.
Yeah, the same thing. I would say we're pretty good at addressing issues that come up and trying to work towards making sure that those don't remain issues. So new issues come up all the time, but
all the time.
Well, maybe not all the time, but they do come up. But I think we're pretty good at addressing them and then moving forward. So I don't think there's like problem stuff that sticks out all the time, unless you have a different answer. Nope.
I'm just kidding. What do we? I feel like repetitive arguments for us. Usually, I mean, it's just stupid stuff about, like, being annoyed. Like, not always at each other, but then, like, that annoyance, like, if someone's annoyed, then you can kind of become defensive. And then you're like, don't catch an attitude with me. Or usually I say that. if you're annoyed, like, then I get annoyed because I don't want, like, Chris is obviously not directing his annoyance at me, but it's still annoying to me to have to, even though I do it back, I'm a hypocrite. I can't take, you know, people being annoyed, even if it's not at me, versus Chris has to put up with that.
No comment.
No comment. I mean, yeah, and then, like, sometimes, like, when we're really, like, hangry, I guess that's, like, a repetitive argument, because it's like, what do you want to eat? I don't know, what do you want to eat? Well, can you just pick? And then, like, we just get frustrated. Would you say that's fair?
Yeah. Well, I think the way it goes is I give you a few suggestions, and then you tell me what you want to eat. And then I say, okay, let's go order the food from there. And then you're like, I don't want to eat that, actually. I don't want to eat there anymore. And then like, okay, well, what do you want? And then you're like, I don't know. And then I say, okay, how about this? And you're like, no, I don't want that. And then we finally decide on something, and then you're like, you know what, I don't want this. I want the thing I said first, actually.
Guys, I'm not insane, I promise. It's just like, you know, if you're a girl, you get it. You know, like, I just, like, I have such problems with, like, trying to be a people pleaser that I constantly, like, I will say, like, oh, like, this is what I want. Or usually I will actually start off with, like, suggesting something that I think Chris wants that I don't necessarily want. And then...
So annoying.
And he's like, you can't predict my mind. Like, stop.
She always... Well, I'll say this is what we argue most about. She always tries to think she knows what I want and then suggest something she doesn't want because she thinks I want it. But it's not necessarily something I want, and then it's also not something she wants, so she's just putting out ideas that nobody wants instead of just saying what she wants.
I'm sorry. I can't help it. I mean, I could, but I won't.
You could, but you won't.
I could, but I'm not going to. You just gotta live with it, honestly. Until, like, I evolve. I'm like a Pokemon.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is this your second form?
Yeah, probably third. Because, you know, I'm old.
Yeah, not a lot of Pokemon, so I don't know.
Oh, okay, well then,
third generation.
I don't know much about Pokemon, so.
But that's fine. I think I skipped a question earlier, but let me try to remember what it said. It said, how did you two first meet?
Gasp. How dare you guys ask this? I know who did it. It was Autumn. How dare you, Audie? We first met on a website app called Tinder.
Tinder.
Don't tell my mom.
Hi, Mom, if you're watching this.
Mom doesn't watch these, thank God. Because I, like, didn't lie. I just said we met on Facebook.
You did lie.
It wasn't really a lie because I had to use Facebook to sign up for Tinder, so it was all the same thing.
You were embarrassed to say that you met me on Tinder.
Yeah, of course. I mean, if you guys have moms, you get it.
Those of you who don't have moms, you just don't get it.
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. If you have a mom who can kind of be... My mom, I wouldn't say she's, like, overprotective now because, like, I'm old. But at the time, I mean, it was, like, a balance of, like, her being overprotective / her wanting me to, like, live my life. So, yeah. I don't know. But yeah.
And now the lie's gone on too long, you can't double back.
Yeah, we don't really, like, we're not gonna go back and revisit that.
Except I told my family how we met.
Yeah,
so if that ever comes up in conversation between the two.
No, you told them not to.
I didn't say not to.
Yes, you did.
I don't remember that.
You did when we first started dating. But anyways, that is the tea.
Alright, and sort of related, if you could redo your first date, where would you go and what would you do?
I don't know. I liked our first date.
Yeah, our first date was actually really nice. Our first official date. I mean, if you count our first date, that was just Chipotle, but that's where you won over my heart by not expecting me to pay.
For my own
You didn't
self.
even give me the option to pay. You just went up and paid, which was really a refreshing change of pace because lots of people in the past just, like, expected free food. And that was their date. I
should have expected free food.
I don't think we would have gotten as far.
You don't know that.
But, yeah, no, our first official date was going to DC, seeing the cherry blossoms, eating at Ai Tai, and it was a really nice date. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't even that crowded.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah, it was like perfect weather. It was so beautiful. It was like one of my friends' birthdays, so I went to my friend's birthday at a winery, and then I left, and I picked up Chris, and I offered him I don't think he had ever tried one. Did you try one? A Baja Blast?
I'm sure I had one.
Oh,
at some
I just
point.
think you didn't, like, see the hype.
Yeah, but didn't you leave yours on top of the car or something?
Yeah, I drove off.
Is that the one thing you would change?
Yeah.
You don't leave your Baja Blast on top of the car?
Why'd I do that?
But then we wouldn't have that memory, so...
I want my Baja Blast, though.
Screw that memory. I want my Baja Blast.
Right. Period.
This is sponsored by Taco Bell, by the way.
No, it's not. Don't say that.
Could be Taco Bell if you're out there.
Yeah. Where are you, Taco Bell?
Go with those taco bucks. We'll take it.
Yeah. Stop saying Taco Bell. I'm gonna, like, bleep it out. I'm just kidding.
All right. Next question. First impressions of each other. Question.
Going based off of, like, the first Tinder message, I thought Chris was, like, dorky in a cute way. And
Boy,
then,
were you wrong. I'm dorky in a not cute way.
That's a lie. And then when we, like, met, when I, like, first saw him, my first impression was just, like, damn, he's tall. Because he was just, like, I think your back was turned to me or something like that. Like, you're trying to figure out, like, paying for parking at college, like, at the dorm where I lived. And, yeah, I just thought, like, at first, like, damn, he's tall. I didn't really even get to see his face at first, so it was just more like I saw him from behind. If you didn't know, Chris is, like, a whole foot taller than me because I'm short. I'm not really short. He's just tall, so. So yeah.
First impressions for me. I'm gonna be honest. This may get me in trouble, but I don't really remember my first impression exactly. I mean, obviously I love you.
Thanks.
First impression. I mean, I guess just that you seem fun and nice to hang out with.
Yeah, I like dogs.
It wasn't anything like groundbreaking.
Wow.
I'm not saying that you weren't special. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't like I saw her and then my heart stopped in my chest and
that's what should have happened.
I knew at first sight that she was the one. It wasn't anything like that. I just knew that you were fun to hang out with, and that was cool.
I don't want to be a cool girl.
Oh.
I want to be a pretty girl.
You want to be what?
A pretty girl.
You're pretty. You're pretty.
Sure.
All right, I'm in trouble now. Okay, next question. Wedding colors or plans? Oh, things traditionally done that you're not doing at your wedding.
I don't know. Like, it's too soon to say.
sorry that you wasted your question, but we have no plans. We have nothing really.
No, this isn't true. Okay, like, we know a lot of, like, the fun stuff. Like, that's easy. Like, fun stuff is always easy. So, I went to a wedding expo recently, and they had, like, a photo booth, like, inside of an old Volkswagen Bug. And I had showed Chris when I came home from going with my best friend, who's eventually gonna be my maid of honor, but when I showed him like the pictures, he was like, oh yeah, that's like a really cool thing. Like, and we constantly have like pictures from like photo booths, like where you do like the 3 photos. We constantly have those pictures like in our house, and so we love to like put them on like bulletin boards, or I even have one from like SPC party like on my desk. And so we enjoy like stuff like that, and we definitely know like we'd rather like I kind of already can kind of tell we're not gonna spend like money on like little souvenirs and like knickknacks for people. We'd rather people like come and like have a good time and have fun, and like and then like that's it. Like, I mean, I'm sorry, you're not getting both. You're not gonna have like an open bar and like cute photo booths and like nice DJs and like all this stuff. You're not getting all that and then like getting souvenirs from us. Like, it's our wedding. Like
Well, how I feel about it is that if I go to a wedding or to an event, I'd rather have something that's more personalized to take home with me than just some random object that somebody gave to me that I may or may not like or care about. And I feel like a photo booth does a great job of that. It's like a fun memory that you get to take home with you.
Yeah, so I definitely feel like at least that, like, you know, when I showed him the pictures and he was like down, I was like, okay, cool. Like, we kind of like know like one thing, and we kind of know like, I don't think we really care that much about colors, to be honest. I mean, not in a way that like we need to like make a big deal out of it, to be honest.
Orange and purple.
No orange and purple. He's just saying that to troll me because he knows
all red.
that. No, stop.
She doesn't like red.
I don't like red, even though I do love Target. But yeah, so.
Should we have a Target themed wedding?
No.
I don't think most people do that.
No, we should not do that. But yeah, so that's some stuff, and then I don't know, like we still have so much work to be done. Like, it's really hard like to answer too much stuff, but we definitely just know we want to have like more of a good time. Like, we did go to a wedding, and I won't say like it wasn't fun, but it just like wasn't like, we know we want to have like a small wedding where it can feel more like intimate and we can talk to people. Like, we went to a wedding and we talked to like the bride and groom like once, so you know.
They moved us out of their spots.
Yeah, so they could take pictures, and that was like, that would have been like a cute place for us to take pictures, but like no, it was just for them to have their photo shoot, which is fine, it's their wedding, but like I feel like, I mean, I don't want to be like speaking for us, whatever, but I definitely just feel like having fun is like the most important thing, and for it to feel like a real like party versus feeling like, I don't know, like everything has to be like rigid. I guess you could say like, I don't really know if it's like traditional or not. I mean, it's whatever your preference is. Like, we're not gonna have like huge bridal parties. I mean, I don't know how many people Chris is gonna ask. I really only have like my best friend and my 3 cousins that I would ask. So, you know, small bridal party. It's hard to even like speak on, I don't have the best relationship with my dad, so it's hard to even speak on that. So like I might traditionally you walk down the aisle by your dad, and I don't know, I might have my mom walk me down the aisle. Like I just don't, I don't know.
We're gonna have a dog only wedding.
Yeah, we've joked about that.
Where your dog gets a +1.
Yeah.
But you know, whether or not they pick you is a different thing. Sorry, you're gonna have to talk to them about that.
That's what you've got to figure out. I'm just kidding. So yeah, like that's some stuff. I mean, we still have so much more to do, but I guess like another, I don't know, like I don't really know I don't keep up with like what's traditional anymore, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know traditions.
Chris, you don't know traditions.
Alright, next question. Do you have a date for the wedding? Heart, double heart emoji, champagne glass emoji, champagne bottle emoji, wedding ring, engagement ring emoji.
Chris.
Sorry.
All the emojis. Yes, we have a date. It is November 11th of 2023. Now, do we have a venue? No. Do we have a guest list? No. Once again, it's really complicated when you don't have the best relationship with some family members, and it's like, do you invite people out of obligation, or
no.
It's your wedding, you do what you want, and it's...
Especially if we're paying for it.
Right. Well, I mean, I don't know. If my dad wants to pay, then maybe I'll invite him. But if not, maybe. But if not, then I don't know. I don't know if I can deal with it. It's just really complicated. Like, I don't have like a traditional family upbringing. So, like, at one point my life wasn't that complicated, and now it's really complicated. So, long story short, don't really have a clue. Like we just want to have a party. Like we just want like the music and the fun time and the drinks and the cake. Like I could tell you what cake we would want, or what cupcakes or whatever. Like all the vendor stuff, I could easily make decisions on today, and I would have an idea of like what I would want. But like in terms of like a venue, I don't know. Like we have to tour. We haven't done that yet.
I mean, the most restricting factor is finances.
Yeah, that's also another thing. So that's a T. So yeah, anyways, any other questions?
This last one's a 3-fer. We already answered a couple of these, but let me just read it out. How'd y'all meet?
We already did that.
Who asked to be exclusive? And what is his favorite quality about you? Okay, so I can answer the exclusive one.
Stop.
So there's a day where I was going in to take a math placement test for college, because it had been a little while since I'd been to school, so I needed to take a placement test to see how many courses of math I had to take to get my associates. And I remember I had just finished the test, and I was in the parking lot, driving, just turning on my car, and then I get this call from a very upset and crying China.
Stop. You're embarrassing me. Hold on, wait. We gotta pause and like start again. Hold on. Okay, we're back.
And I get this call, and she's very upset, and she's like, well, when are you gonna ask me to be your girlfriend?
Stop.
I mean, a little bit on myself here is this. She's my first real relationship. So I didn't really know the procedures or anything like that. I didn't know what the process is or anything. So it's kind of on me, but that's how it happened. So I guess I then asked her, so technically I asked her, but she really demanded that I ask her.
Christopher, cut it out.
Cut that.
Cut the cameras, dead ass.
Cut the feet. It's not making it in.
No. So yeah. Okay, there's your answer.
That's my version of it. I don't know if you have a different version or memory of it.
That's fine.
What's your memory?
I mean, you was just kind of being trifling. You was having me doing like girlfriend things without the girlfriend title, so I don't know. I mean, like, I was feeding you, I was like planning cute dates with you, and he wasn't trying to wife me up, so trifling.
Yeah, I didn't know the process. I'm sorry. I didn't know that had to be something that had to be officially asked. I just thought since we were dating and doing all this stuff together is implied. But I was wrong.
No, yeah, of course you're wrong. You have to ask someone to be your girlfriend.
We can't just kind of like date until we're married?
No.
And then just one day we're
No,
magically
you're
married?
not gonna waste my time. No, sir. I'm not gonna do that. Ladies, if you have to cry to get him to ask you to be your girlfriend, do it.
It's not gonna work out. Oh.
It does work out, clearly. But anyways, okay. And then there's one last question.
That was the last one on that one. I don't know if there's any more.
They said, what is your...
Oh yeah, what is his favorite quality about you?
I mean, you kind of answered this.
I did kind of answer that, but I'll say it again. You're passionate.
I'm passionate.
You're caring. You're
Caring.
giving.
I'm giving.
You're beautiful, sweetheart.
Sweetheart. Oh, God.
I love you.
I love you, too. Goofy. Silly. So, yeah, okay. And I kind of already said this about Chris. What is my favorite thing about Chris?
No, they didn't ask. They just asked what my favorite thing about you is.
And I'm more important. I'm sorry.
You are.
This is my YouTube channel.
Is your channel.
Yeah, this is my YouTube channel. Bye, Alicia. I'm just kidding. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening to our Q&A and that, you know, you don't get the wrong impression that, like, Chris doesn't like me or something.
Why did you say that?
Why would I say that?
Why would you say that?
You said I had to, like, bully you into asking me to be your girlfriend, so.
I'm sorry, I was just dense.
As all guys are,
I'm just
ladies.
a himbo. Okay.
You're not a himbo. Christopher, you're not a himbo. But yeah, so that is the tea on us. I don't know what else we could talk about. I mean, I don't
Let's
know.
talk about love, baby.
Okay.
Let's talk about you and me.
Alright, so we're talking about love. Okay, what about it? What about love?
I didn't expect to get this far.
Oh my goodness. I don't know. Should we plan our whole entire wedding in this video? I'm just kidding.
Yes.
Let's not.
It's gonna be in Greece.
No.
You have to.
That's what my mom would want. And I'm like, Mom,
You have to
kind
pay
of my wedding.
for your portion of the wedding.
Everybody come and pay their own portion.
Mhm.
I mean, I don't know. Like, the fact that I don't always get along with my family, I kind of just want to elope now. See, I just go back and forth. At first I wanted to elope or like do justice of peace, and then I wanted a wedding because it's like, oh, I'm not gonna let other people ruin it for me. And then now I'm back to wanting to run away and elope. Actually, I never wanted to elope, so now I want to elope. So
okay, let's do it. And then we'll have the ceremony later.
I don't know. I feel like I'm not gonna want to have a ceremony later. Like, I'm not gonna
We'll just
want
have
to
a party.
I'm not gonna want to be bothered.
Have a party. We'll invite all of our people.
This goes back to me like not wanting to do stuff. Like, I'm chill. Like, I'd rather just. I'm not crazy. I mean, I'm crazy in the way that I'll go to New York City or like Disney World. Like, that's just. I've never left the continental United States. So yeah. Chris has been to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
I want to go. I mean, I would go there, but except for the bugs. Oof, nope. Never mind. I lied. Nope. Pass. Hard pass.
Yeah.
So yeah. What?
I just gotta go because my mom scammed him.
Oh yeah. His mom did like the whole entire. How do you call
Timeshare.
it? Timeshare thing.
Yeah, she went to a timeshare meeting, and they paid for us to go to stay in Orlando, and then she had to just go to a meeting for like 3 hours, and then she was almost interested, so they're like, okay, well, since she seemed pretty interested, they said, okay, let's give you a time in Hawaii. So they only paid for us to stay at a resort in Hawaii.
I thought she had the timeshare though.
Maybe, but how did
You
she get
asked
out of
her
it?
about it.
How
I
did
don't
she
know.
get out
She
of
said
it?
she was able to. You asked her about it when we were in Oregon.
Well, she got out of it if she did, which is more than most people can say.
I don't know how you could. Sounds like the mafia or something. Like, what is it? Blood in, blood out? Like, I don't. Sounds like being in a gang. I don't know.
Captures are like a game.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I don't know. What else should we talk about, Chris?
I don't know.
You could look up like a. Well, you have to do your thing soon. It's 7:50.
Oh, that's true. I do have like 3 minutes.
3 minutes. We don't want that. Don't do that. Have more than 3 minutes. Right now, I'm just marking, since we're kind of caught up to like the plans, you know. I'm just marking like the day of like our actual anniversary, and you know, on our anniversary, I went to the gym. I need to go back to working out because I'm awful. And then we went to this brunch place. It's kind of like brunch lunch. I'm trying to figure out how I want to mark this.
Lunch? Isn't brunch already the brunch lunch?
Well, it has breakfast and dinner too. I don't want to call it just a brunch place.
Well, brunch is like breakfast and lunch.
Okay, whatever. Whatever, Christopher. It's brunch dinner then. Here, I'm gonna use these sandwiches to mark.
Brunch-inner.
Brunch-inner. And then we had margaritas, I want to say. We had a strawberry lime margarita.
Oh yeah, strawberry. You had strawberry.
Mint. Strawberry mint.
I had blackberry.
No, you had the same thing I did.
Oh, I had the same thing she did. She's the memory planner. She knows.
Yeah, I got that memory.
I got donkey brain.
Stop! What is donkey brain? And then after that, we did our like challenge, and sometimes, okay, this is another thing. Sometimes Chris and I argue about is like we're saying the same thing, and then like one of us is like, yeah, like we're saying it like we disagree with each other, but really we mean the same thing. It's so stupid. And it's so annoying. Like, so there's this thing on TikTok called like the like Target challenge, where like you give your like date or a friend or whoever like a prompt of like stuff to do, and you buy stuff for them and they buy stuff for you. And so we did that on Valentine's Day. We did Target, and then after that we had gone to like Georgetown the same week of like Valentine's Day, and we went to the TJ Maxx there. And Chris was like, oh, you know, it'd be really fun to do this like for our anniversary, you know, because they have so much more different stuff at TJ Maxx than they have at Target. So then, like, the day of our anniversary, like, once again, I'm just a homebody. I, like, didn't feel like going to Georgetown. Also because, like, gas prices, I think, were up at this point. And I was just like, I don't care. Like, there's TJ Maxx less than 10 minutes from our house. So, we just did, like, that challenge at TJ Maxx. And then, like, the other day, like, yesterday, I think, or the day before, I told Chris, I was like, yeah, we should, you know, do that again. I forgot what for. Oh, for Easter. And he was like, yeah, we just can't do it all the time. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, Easter isn't all the time. Just like, bye. You know? Anybody else suffer from that? Any thoughts, Chris?
I was just saying that, you know, we can't do it for every holiday.
Yes, I know that. I know that, love.
Because then it takes away the specialness of it.
Yeah. So, that's one thing we also argue about sometimes. And then we did the TJ Maxx challenge, and we exchanged the gifts, and Chris gave me a kind of cute, kind of weird corgi mug. It was like a chuggy, like TJ Maxx thing. Yeah, I'm like,
it's a gag gift.
The gag gift, because I'm not chuggy. Right, Chris?
Uh-huh.
Right?
Right.
Right.
Hey everybody, I gotta go. Thanks for having me. It's been great. It's been a real pleasure. Thanks for having me on the show, and I will look forward to being back on sometime soon.
If you're allowed.
If I'm alive, please, if you're watching this, please send help.
Stop.
Our addresses.
Christopher, why are you being so bad? Chris. You guys, you don't know what I have to put up with. You don't know my pain.
Help me.
He's fine. Don't pay him any attention. Chris. Yes, you gotta go. It's 7:58. So yeah, Alright guys, well from here on out, because Chris has to be on a call, unless he goes into the living room, I don't know if he will, but he has to be on a call and we share an office space, so I will not be talking through anymore, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and then like you're gonna hear from voiceover me, unless you're going to the living room.
I can if you want me to.
That's up to you, I don't really care. I don't have that much more to talk about. I don't really like doing talk through plan with me, but it was fun to have Chris to bounce off of, because I cannot think and plan at the same time. Like these clips have already been like an hour at this point. I mean,
sorry.
No, it's not your fault. It's not your fault, Chris. No need to apologize. So yeah guys, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. And you'll be hearing from voiceover me in just a second, so talk to you later, kinda not. Alright guys, and it's outro me slash voiceover me, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed that portion of this plan with me. Just to move on to like telling you about the plans. On Saturday we had brunch. We went to this place called Famous Toastery. It's kind of like a chain, to be honest. It was my first time trying it. I had French toast, so it was pretty good there. And then it was just like a bad experience though, like leading up to it. Like the shopping center we went to like changed their parking, and they're like trying to like charge for parking, but then it wasn't implemented yet, and it was just very stressful and frustrating. And then like we get to the restaurant, and then over on the side there was like a parking lot where you didn't have to pay, and I was just like, I'm so confused. I was so annoyed. And then after we went to the grocery store and we went to Costco, and then, you know, we came home and filmed some videos. My fiance, this isn't his first time on my channel, he joined me for a wax video that I did where I did a haul, and he kind of gave his opinion, which was great because he has a different, you know, scent profile than I do. And also I had other Happy Meal, and I filmed that haul as well. And then we cleaned the house, I think, and then we ended up playing Super Smash Bros, which was really fun. It was my first time ever playing. My fiance was trying to teach me how to play. And then we got delivery. We got this ramen and rice place that's close to where we live, and it's really good. It's one of our favorite places. And then on Sunday I weighed myself because I was at this time like trying to consistently like be working out, and I really need to get back on it. And then I did some yoga, and then we went to the grocery store. We needed to buy water, and then I went to Target, did a Target run. After that, my mom, she came out this way. I can't remember why. She was trying to like give something to my cousins, I think, and they weren't free, so I just went to the mall with my mom, and we went to Express and Bath and Body Works, and I found a cute dress and a cute top on sale at Express that I got. And then we went to Bath and Body Works, and candles were on sale, so I got some candles, and I got my mom a candle, and I had a coupon, so that was really nice. And then after that we went to Cheesecake Factory, my mom and I, and then I came home and I cleaned and I watched TV. And right now you guys can see that I'm just doing the deco pieces. The deco was so cute in this kit. I just love it so much. And I'm so glad I ended up using this kit instead of the other kit that I had planned, because I definitely feel like, I don't know, it's just like a vibe. But like I don't know, I'm definitely feeling it. And I'm definitely like in love with how this thread turned out. Like especially for like, you know, marking like your 5-year anniversary. Like I definitely wish they would come out with more and more, like at least once a year, like because really no one needs an anniversary kit like multiple times a year. But like I wish they would come out with more like anniversary kits, especially for couples, but not just like your typical heteronormative couple, or like not your typical like same race couple. Like I am in an interracial relationship, so and not only that, I have so many friends and family that are a part of the LGBTQIA plus community, and so I can't imagine what it's like to want to see yourself represented and, you know, represent yourself in your planner, and unfortunately you can't do that, you know. I know you can never represent every single person, but I definitely think, like, it'd be really cool to see. Like, I really hope that happens soon, especially, just, like, more stuff, like, celebrating, like, you know, people who are unable to have children, or people who don't really want to have children, just because I feel like there's such emphasis, not only from society, but also within the planner community, on having a family that includes kids, and not everybody, you know, wants that. I mean, I spoke on that in this video like I do, but I can understand why other people don't, and so yeah. But yeah, guys, I'm just filling in these plans and with my pen, my trusty Papermate Inkjoy pen. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the bell for notifications to get notified every time I upload. I have another video coming to you guys soon, hopefully next week, and hopefully I can get back caught back up in my planner. I should at least be only like a month behind at this point, but I kind of like being behind. But yeah, that way I can, you know, give you guys more videos. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!